Bored of her history book, young Alice followed a peculiarly dressed rabbit not down a hole, but into the heart of an ancient, whispering forest. The entrance was a natural archway of intertwined willow trees, their leaves shimmering with a dewy, silver light. The forest glade she entered was a place of impossible scale. Giant, vibrant foxgloves towered like purple skyscrapers, their bells dripping with nectar. Tiny blue butterflies, each the size of her thumb, fluttered around mushrooms that glowed with a soft, ethereal bioluminescence. Alice found a stream, so clear it seemed like flowing air. Weeping willows dipped their long, graceful branches into the water, and colorful river stones gleamed beneath the surface. This was the stream of tears, but here, they were tears of joy from the beauty of the forest itself. A giant, majestic mushroom stood in a sun-dappled clearing. Upon it sat the caterpillar, surrounded by a haze of pollen that glittered in the light. He wasn't smoking. He was calmly pollinating the flowers around him with each breath. He asked her, "Who are you, little seedling, in this grand garden of existence?" The Duchess's house was a charming, if chaotic, cottage overgrown with climbing roses and honeysuckle. The air was thick with the smell of pepper from the vibrant chili plants growing wild in the garden. The cook wasn't throwing pans, but harvesting herbs, occasionally tossing a sprig of thyme or a handful of peppercorns into a giant stew pot. The Cheshire cat appeared seamlessly within the branches of an ancient, sprawling oak tree. Its grin materialized first, a playful shimmer of light and shadow between the leaves. Its body would fade in and out of visibility, as if it were made of the forest itself, dappled sunlight and cool shade. The Mad Hatter's tea party was set on a fallen, moss-covered log in a field of wildflowers. The March Hare poured tea from a kettle into cups made of acorns and petals. The Dormouse snoozed in a nest of soft thistledown. They were forever stuck at tea time because in this perfect, sunlit meadow, time itself had chosen to stand still and enjoy the view. The Queen of Hearts' domain was a breathtakingly beautiful rose arboretum. Every conceivable color of rose grew there in perfect, manicured rows. The problem was that the Queen, in her quest for aesthetic perfection, demanded that all roses be a uniform, specific shade of red. Her card soldiers were gardeners, desperately trying to paint the flowers without harming their natural beauty. The croquet ground was a pristine lawn bordered by sparkling hedges of boxwood. The mallards were elegant flamingos, who gracefully bent their necks to form the perfect arch. The balls were friendly, armadillo-like creatures that would cheerfully curl into a ball and roll where nudged. It was a game of skill and harmony with nature. As Alice navigated this beautiful yet illogical world, her initial fear turned to wonder. She learned to ask questions not with frustration, but with a growing curiosity. The forest magic began to feel less like nonsense and more like a different kind of sense, a natural sense. The trial for the stolen tarts was held in a magnificent natural grotto. Stalactites and stalagmites glittered like diamonds, and an underground spring provided a gentle, musical backdrop.